One night that I will never be able to explain. I never liked being alone in the dark, but after what happened, I made a decision and have never broken it since. Ryan and I had just moved into a rental house. Nice neighborhood, cheap rent, plenty of space. It seemed perfect. But there was something the owner mentioned almost casually, like it was nothing. The previous owners had both died inside. The husband, a heart attack, in the basement, and weeks later, his wife fell in the living room, hit her head. She never came home. Ryan laughed when I told him I was uncomfortable. He always laughed. But from the moment I walked through that door, something about that house felt off. A month later, Ryan left for his bachelor party. Just me and our dog Rex. I ordered food, watched TV, tried to pretend it was a normal night. Then midnight came, and I heard something from the basement. I told myself it was nothing. Old houses settle, old pipes knock. But then Rex bolted to the basement door and started barking. Rex never barked. I opened the door. He went silent. And then the growling started. Low, steady, aimed at something in the darkness below. I stood at the top of those stairs for a long moment. Then I remembered. That's where he died. I shut the door, locked myself in the bedroom. Rex sat at the foot of the bed all night, staring at the door, never blinking, never sleeping, like he was waiting for something to come through. Morning came. I went through the motions, coffee, cleaning. Then I walked into the laundry room and I stopped. The washing machine had moved. Not a few inches, halfway across the room. I stood there trying to make sense of it. That machine is heavy. Moving it back took everything I had, and yet I had heard nothing, not a single sound. I called Ryan. He went quiet on the other end. Ryan, who laughed at everything, who never once took any of this seriously, had nothing to say. He promised to come home early. One more night, just one. That Saturday felt different, heavier, like the air itself had changed. At 9:18 p.m., something outside exploded. That is not an exaggeration. A blast, loud enough to make my heart stop mid-beat. Then my phone buzzed. Garage camera alert. I opened it. The garage door was wide open. We had never once used that garage. Never. And there on the footage, flashes in the driveway, strange pulses of light, like fireworks that left no smoke, like something that was never there. I went outside. Nothing. No trace. No explanation. Just silence pressing in from every direction. I barely slept that night. Then, at exactly 3:39 a.m., I was woken up by pounding. Not knocking. Pounding. The kind that shakes the walls. Relentless. And then the security system spoke into the dark. Front door open. Everything stopped. Someone was inside. I locked the bedroom door, grabbed my phone. Black screen. Dead. I was alone. In the dark. In a house where two people had died. And then I saw it. The doorknob. Shaking. Slowly. Back and forth. Like something was testing whether it could get in. Go away! The shaking stopped. My phone came back on. I called the police and did not release a single breath until I heard sirens outside. The officers searched everything. No broken windows, no forced entry, no footprints, no one hiding, nothing missing, except the front door, standing wide open, which had been deadbolted. The officer looked at me and said, "Probably the wind." The wind threw a deadbolt on a still July night. I didn't argue. I just started packing. I drove to my parents' house before the sun came up, Rex on the passenger seat. I didn't look back once. Ryan came home the next day. We stayed in that house 2 more months, and after that night, nothing ever happened again. No sounds, no movement, no presence, as if it had simply finished. But I haven't forgotten. Not the growl Rex made in the dark, not the machine that moved without a sound, not that doorknob slowly turning at 3:39 in the morning. To this day, I still don't know what was in that house, and whatever it was, I pray I never find out.